to be doing a Nina Dobrev Teen Vogue inspired makeup look, and I say inspired because this look is a little bit heavier than what she wears on the cover, and I'm doing this using only drugstore brands or cheap products, and I'm not a professional makeup artist, you know that from my previous video, so let's get started. Now the first thing I did was put a cream to powder from MILANI, and it's in the shade Sand. I put this on with a little stippling brush and I worked it through my hairline and on my face and on my neck and also on my ears. Okay, so the next thing I did was put on some concealer. I put on number 2 medium dark by MILANI, and I put some on my nostrils, under my eyes, and on any blemishes I might have. Then I worked it in using my fingers. So moving on to the brows, I am using a MILANI brow pencil, and it's in the color Natural Taupe. I'm filling in my brows a little bit darker than they are because I don't know, I just felt like it. And then I used a powder, an eyeshadow actually, from Prestige, and it's in the color Cocoa Bean, and I put some of that eyeshadow on the brow pencil. Of course, I did the same with the other eyebrow, and I kept filling them in until they were a little too dark, and that was a mistake, so I went over my eyebrows using a little eyebrow spoolie until the color faded out a little. So the next thing I did was put on my eyeshadow, and I'm using a MILANI eyeshadow, and it's in the color Heavenly Pink. I'm just putting some on my lid with a little shadow brush, and I'm applying it little by little. And don't worry about it being sloppy or anything because we're going to be blending it out soon, and we're going to apply some more color, so it's okay. So the next thing I did was go over my eyeshadow with a light pink eyeshadow from Prestige, and this light pink eyeshadow is called number 1, and I found it in the quad from Prestige, and this quad is called Chic. Then I went in with the grayish color from the same palette, and I put it on the outer V of my eye and in the crease. This color is the third color, so it's called number 3, and I'm just applying this in my crease and the outer V of my eye. I'm working it in very slowly because I didn't want to pack it on at once, and I didn't worry about it being too messy because I was going to be blending it in later. So just work your eyeshadow through and take your time. So after I did this, I felt like I lost a bit of that pinkish color from Prestige, so I went back in with that pinkish color. And I did the same on the other eye, again on the outer crease, no, on the outer V of my eye and the crease of my eye. So as usual, I just took my time with this, and I didn't worry about blending it too much because I was just trying to match the other eye. So you may have to go back in with a little bit of gray on the other eye or take some off, if you know what I'm saying. And yeah, I just took my time. Then it's finally time for some blending. I took a clean blending brush, there it is, and I just blended out that eyeshadow, and just to soften that look a little bit and to remove any excess eyeshadow. So I blended and blended until I went back in with that pink eyeshadow, and then I blended some more. And then I used a MILANI eyeliner, and it's in the color Black, and I put some on my upper lash line. And then I took a angled brush and I blended in with the angled brush, and then using a pencil brush I blended it in with a pencil brush. And then as you can see, I used the lightest color from my quad again, and I applied it to the inner corner of my eye. This is just to open up the eye, and then I blended it in some more. Now I took my angled brush and I took a little bit of that grayish color and applied it to a third of my lash line, my bottom lash line that is, and then I just went in for some cleanup with whatever is left on the stippling brush. Then I used my MILANI quad from my previous video, and I used the lightest color and I applied it in my waterline to open up my eyes a little bit more. Now it's time for the lashes. I'm curling my lashes and putting on some mascara, and the mascara I'm using today is MILANI Distinct Lash Lengthening and Separating Mascara. I'm putting some mascara on the upper lashes and the bottom lashes as well. Now it's time to set my makeup, and I used a MILANI powder, and it's in the color 2, Fresco. And then I went in for some bronzer. There we go. I went in for some bronzer, and I used MILANI Sunset Duos number 2 Sunset Strips, and I applied it to my cheekbones. And on the apples of my cheeks, I used Prestige blusher in the color Seagrass. Next, I went over my lips with a lip liner, and it's called Rose Petal, and it's from MILANI. Then I went over my lips with a lip gloss from MILANI, and it's called Lip Party. So that's the finished look. Before I forget, I did use some fake lashes. There they are. And they're by Ardell, and they're cluster lashes. I used Revlon Precision Lash Adhesive to apply these. I only used 3 and applied them to the outer corner of my eye. Oh, it looks like I have a little dirt on the fingernail there. So I hope you like that, and if you have any questions, just ask. Thank you.